Hey, do you like the view? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you can't already tell, like, this is not my normal type of video. Like, I'm sitting down, I'm facing the camera. This is very awkward. Okay, but let's not make it awkward. Today, I'm gonna be doing, I've always seen these, like, Reddit, am I the a-hole confessions, all those things. I want to rank them. Like, how cooked are these people, right? But I want to do, like, a university version because I'm in university, and like, if you can't tell, that's my personality. But yeah, so I have like 5 categories here of am I the a-hole confessions. That's actually very long to say. I'm shortening it. What's this? AITA. I'm gonna call it AITA. I know people are gonna go like AITA. That's also very long. AITA. Let's make it South African. Yeah. So I have 5 categories. On the lowest, we have like what reaction. Like, it's such an am I supposed to be faced by this kind of reaction. Like, I don't think you are the a-hole here. Then we have on the low. Like, on the low, you kinda are. Like, I don't think you're that crazy, but maybe just a little bit. Then we have
I'm blind in my left eye.
No, like, I ain't seen nothing. Because, like, I feel like you are kind of like the a-hole, but like, it's not something I see myself doing, but something I can understand. Like, yeah, you kind of are, but I'll give you leniency. Okay, I'm blind in my left side. Then we have Jane. Like, that is actually kind of crazy. You deserve a reality show. Like, we need to put you on Moja Love Riazotela because that's crazy. Then we have lock 'em up. Like, I don't even want to see you. Solitary confinement, you know, in your own little jail cell, maximum prison, whatever. We need you locked up. You are definitely the a-hole. Really, you are. Okay, so I found the first one. It's asking, am I the a-hole for reminding my friend that just because she's poor doesn't mean I am? Based off of that title, I think you are. But let's not do anything. Let's read first. So it says, I'm 20 female, enrolled in the laundry program at school, where I pay a lump sum and they do my laundry for me all year. It's very popular at my university and they pick it up from my dorm weekly. My friend, 21 female, is really obsessed with this and constantly comments on it for some reason. She always comes over and sees my bag and has some random comment to say. She'll say, how could anyone pay for that? To which I always say, why would I ever do something I don't want to if I can just pay someone else to do it for me? I'm wondering if she's like this to everyone because I will explain why she has few friends. Almost everyone I know uses the laundry program. Her unwanted comments make me like her less. She did it again and I was like, what a waste of money. The laundry program is ridiculously expensive and no one can afford that. I simply said that I don't find it expensive at all and that she finds it expensive because she's poor. I'm not, so I'll continue paying for the program. She's furious that I call her poor, but she is. It's just a fact. Am I the ace? Am I the asshole? Lol at the bitter people. It's unfortunate that her parents don't take care of her like they should, but that's not my problem. I'm not her mom and dad. They're responsible for their kid. There's not a lot to unpack here, but let's unpack. Okay, so first of all, there's a laundry program that they have to pay for. What. Okay, that's probably like America type beats. I don't know. Or they do that, like, if you're in a dorm, shouldn't there be laundry that's available to you for free? But if you pay for it and you say like it's a regular thing, like, I get it. But then obviously someone's like obviously annoying you, telling you all these things, like, why would you do that? And I get it's annoying, but out of the blue saying no, it's expensive for you because you're poor, and then she edited it and said that's her mom and dad's problem, not mine. This is a very bitter person. For me, like, I don't think it's crazy, but this is this I don't like. She seems mean. I wanna go on the low. Like, you need to switch friends. Yeah, very bitter friend. Out of nowhere, out of pocket, you're saying you're poor. Crazy. So this one deserves to be put on the low. Okay, personally, I find this very interesting. This person is asking for going to college at my cousin's dream school even though he didn't get in. Yo, that's deep. Family politics, me. It's like just so funny to me. Okay, guys, like, there are many things. Yeah, I'm just gonna read the basic stuff and then I'm gonna summarize the updates after. Right. So they say, basic context, I, 18 female, just got into a really good college. I'm there right now, sitting on my dorm room, bed typing this. Okay, I have a cousin, 18 male, that also wanted to attend this particular school. I've been talking about it since we were in middle school. He was absolutely he'd been talking about it since we were in middle school. He was absolutely positive he would get in, but didn't. Supposedly, my cousin had a full-on freak out when he got rejected, but I wasn't there for that. He got his email a few days before I got mine. My parents were overjoyed that I'd gotten in with a big scholarship, but as soon as my uncle, aunts, and cousin heard, they jumped on me immediately. Calls, texts, showing up to my parents' house, uninvited, trying to convince me to give my spot to my cousin. He was livid that I was accepted, but he wasn't. I told him it was probably because I had a bunch of extracurriculars, and he didn't because he thought they were a waste of valuable study time. Gulp. He said I didn't work as hard as him, or get as good of grades as him, and didn't deserve to go to this college, but he couldn't. I told him tough, that's life, and he screamed that I'd probably just drop out anyways because I won't be able to handle it like he would. It got to a point that I just let my phone off and exclusively used my laptop for about a week because they wouldn't stop bugging me. Once they figured out they wouldn't get to me to give my cousin my acceptance because I literally can't, that's not how acceptance works. Exactly. Someone with common sense. They started trying to convince me to go to a different school, since apparently this one can't actually be all that good. They couldn't even recognize the talented, smart person like my cousin, and that I'd probably be much happier at some other school. This one on the day I left for school 3 weeks ago. The day I left, my cousin actually came to my parents' house just before I left and told me flat out that if I really went through with this, we weren't family anymore because he doesn't want to be dated to someone that'd be so willing to steal his dreams. Delusional. Actual quotes. I told him okay and got in my car, and I'm all set up in my door. My roommate is fun as heck. Classes are going well, and I'm really happy. My cousin still keeps posting angsty junk on his Instagram about jeans being false and hard work being BS. It doesn't get you anyway. It's annoying. So what do you guys think? Should I have gone to a different school? Okay, so for context, she studies videography, which is like highly competitive, she says, and then he studies like mathematics and quantum theory something. That's what she says. So like I get that. That's like a very like BSc type beat, and like even BSc is very competitive and you need to have like really good marks. So bro, if you think this is a bad school, then you know that they're gonna take the cream of the crop, my guy. They're gonna take the best of the best. Like tough luck, for real. That's how it is with any degree. If you're not choosing, you're not choosing. Some people were rejected from UJ because of space. It wasn't even because your marks are disgusting. It's like there was no space, so it's tough luck. Now you see your cousin going to that school and you wanna be better, bruh. And then the thing is, the parents are like instigating. They are instigating. She's even saying like they're the type of people that think very highly of themselves. Like, now you're gonna raise this, I'm sorry to say this, but this guy's a brat. Now you're gonna raise this brat, and it's like, for what? For what are you doing this? Like, this is like working reaction. I don't think she's the bad person here. The bad person is the cousin. Yeah, that's the bad person in all of this. Like, she didn't do anything. Okay, so I'm gonna switch up the AITA thing, so to move on from college, uni, all those things, to actually see what's happening in people's lives, to get the general gist. So we're moving just to AITA general right now, but this one live work no reaction. AITA for making my daughter leave because my husband is attracted to her. Whether this husband is the father, whether this husband is the stepfather, this is disgusting. That's what this is. Like, what? Okay, let's read it. Okay, it says, I, 55 female, have been married to my husband and my daughter's stepdad, 63 male, for 4 years. My 20-year-old daughter and I have a complicated relationship. 23. She has been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder. She has a lot of trauma from watching me and my husband's horrible marriage go down and was bullied in school. When she told me she was being bullied by peers, my view that all children are innocent really tied my hands, because I told her that if I said anything to them, I would be an adult harassing a child. So basically, she let her child get bullied. Okay. She has blamed me for that ever since, valid, and keeps referring to this one time where the kids at school called her trash due to the fact that she wasn't taking care of her hygiene due to depression. That can happen. It was very common in depression, like not taking care of your hygiene. Not all of my response was telling her to take a shower and I bought her new clothes. The bullying finally ended with an expulsion and a suspension of the ringleaders. She still throws the fact that a school clinic volunteer told her that if she was the kid, she'd have permission to punch back if administrators didn't do anything. I thought that having her life with me while she finishes school and gets a job would help heal some childhood wounds. If my second husband and I modeled a healthy relationship, however, my daughter now doesn't get along with my husband. She is a very introverted, creative person who likes immersing herself in escapism. So she'd get annoyed if she was sitting eating alone and my husband would sit across from her and eat, saying she ate later so she could eat alone. However, my husband started acting distant from me and my daughter. And my daughter complained that his eyes lingered for too long. She got very angry and there was a lot of shouting and slamming of doors. Finally, my husband admitted he's attracted to her and it's hard to be around all day. said she was walking temptation and that's why he was avoiding me. I was so upset to hear this. I don't blame my daughter for this. But at the same time, the situation has become unbearable. Something would have to give. And I couldn't collect my thoughts with both of them still being in the house. So I gave my daughter money to stay at an extended stay hotel and asked her to utilize her college's emergency financial and housing resources that they have for students in need. She responded by storming around telling my ex, who's now circling social media, using to pay me as the villain of all villains. So her ex is basically... her ex-husband is the girl's father almost. I'm not abandoning my daughter. She qualifies for the resources. Anyway, since my ex is unemployed and we're in substantial debt, I just need time to process the situation and don't want to leave my house to stay with my daughter whenever I'm married to figure out whether or not to save. Let's be so for real. Be so for real right now. I don't know whether to put this on Lock 'em Up or Jerry. I feel like a good episode of Riatsotela could sort this out. Because, like, your new husband is attracted to your daughter and you say, daughter, here's the money. I know I'm in debt, but here's the money. You go apply for what to get your student aid. Student aid is very difficult to get. Number one, because like many people want to apply for it, right? And then you say, here's the money. I don't know if I should save this marriage. Let that man go. Let that man go. I'm sorry, he's attracted to your daughter, the very child that was in your womb. And like there's a lot of underlying issues here, like the way the mom deals with the daughter. It's like she just disregards the daughter, and like that's not okay. That is not okay. I feel like the bigger a-hole in this situation is the stepdad, for number one, not reading the room, but like also the mom. Like I don't know, the way she treats her daughter is just not okay. Like this is shouldn't be normal. This is just not right. It's not right. It doesn't sit well with me how she is. Personally, I'm gonna say solitary confinement for you. Yeah, let's lock you up. You need to obviously have visits with your daughter monthly, and that can help build up your relationship, because maybe when you're forced to sit down and talk with her, you can be real with her. So lock them up. And while you're being locked up, we need to send stepdaddy to jail too, because what the hell? I understand that the father is unemployed, what, and now she's the villain or what. You are the villain because number one, you're enabling your husband to be sexualized, to like just sexualize your daughter, enabling him, just leaving him and saying, oh, maybe I should save the marriage, and you just disregard your daughter's feelings. And then you're like, oh, because I'm not the villain. I'm not the villain. Be so for real right now. You're not the main villain. Okay, maybe you are the main villain, but you and stepdaddy over there, same WhatsApp group. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, lock them up. Lock them up. Guys, I just saw the most heinous thing. Am I that guy for cheating on my wife because she only gives birth to albino children? Based on that title alone, we are locking you up. Because what it says, okay, it's not his story, it's a South African Facebook page. Okay, my wife only gives birth to albino children, and truth is I'm tired. I feel like I am childless. Okay, I'm 42 years old. It's been 6 years of marriage with 2 kids that I'm not proud of. A boy and a girl, aged 3 and 2 respectively, which are all albinos. When my wife got pregnant 5 months after her wedding, I was really excited, but I was so disappointed when she gave birth to an albino boy that I refused settling the hospital bills. But after so much pleading, consolations, and encouraging messages from family and friends, I forgave her and decided to go through the situation. I forgave her and decided to go through the situation again. The second pregnancy came, nothing changed. She brought out another albino to add to the ones she already has at home as we speak. I'm not even proud of myself as a man. I so feel like I'm childless. Truth is, she's no different from a barren woman to me. Sometimes I feel shy attending meetings in my community. I feel people laugh at me behind my back. I'm very sure the problem is not from me. My parents gave birth to 3 of us. None ever turned out to be an albino. My siblings all have children, and still none of their kids is an albino. Obviously, I'm very much okay, but I've completely lost interest being with my wife. Gradually found myself having an affair with my housemaid, which is not exactly my fault. Every man in my shoes will do the same. The good news is he's carrying my baby. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. I'm really excited. I'm going to have a normal child for the first time of my life. I've paid her bride price and she's going to be my wife. At least I have a real woman now who's capable of making normal babies. My mom is very much in support and happy about this development. We all have been craving for a moment like this. So I don't in any way regret my actions, but then I do not deliver this news to my lovely wife. She's a good woman. Oh, all of a sudden she is a good woman. And I love her so much. And I don't want her to consider the fact that she has high blood pressure. Of course, yeah. update, turns out the maid also gave birth to a beautiful little albino baby. God said, let me show you something I've never seen before. God said, oh, you wanna do my daughter like that? Kiss, like, can this man, I feel like I'm being so told. Can this man, like, actually, what the hell? Therapy. Does he know how albinism works? Because it's like a thing of, it's a thing of, is he a carrier? Is his wife a carrier? Now the maid is a carrier. So, like, can he go for what's genetic counseling so he can understand why he's having these albino babies? Because why the hell is the stigma like this bad? And the wife is saying, good shot, you cheated on the wife with the maid, and the maid is not gonna be pregnant. Good shot. And he paid lobola. And what happened? An albino baby. So literally, what goes around comes back. Everything comes back full circle, guys. It really, really does. Because when I was reading this, I think, what if it's an albino baby and boom, update? Yeah. How must you go about this? How do I go about this, please? So you need to be locked up. Lock them up. I need the highest maximum security, like the mindset. 2 beautiful children, and he says he's not part of them just because they're albino, right? Then he goes on to say, any man in my situation would have cheated with the housemaid.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I'm gonna pay the lobola, everything's gonna be fine. I really feel bad for this lady. She's walking through the valley of the shadow of death. I just feel bad for the wife, because what do you even do in such a situation? You leave me because I'm giving birth to albino babies. The lady that you leave me for also gives birth to an albino baby. What was the point? Was it worth it? I just want to ask this man, at the end of the day, was it worth it? 6 years of marriage gone down the drain. Bro, you didn't even make it to 10. My guy didn't even make it to 10. His children are 3 and 2. Yo. Yeah, no. It can never be this bad, guys. It can never, ever be this bad. Lock him up. It just says AITA South African edition. It says, okay, it goes. So I was chilling in a line at Checkers. The lady in front of me had a 5, 6, 7-year-old doing the old flu rumor about something. I don't know what the hell that means, but okay. Oh, flu rumor. Still don't know what that means. Finally, the lady said, if the kid doesn't stop, die gaan for you, a bakslag here. I don't really understand Afrikaans, but this sounds like something like that. Guys, don't. Bakslag, what's that? Gonna hit you, basically. And pointed at me, the guy name. So then he says, so the line moves, and just then the kid starts again, and yep, I did it. I gave the kid a spank on the bum. Now, I know I need to add, I did not hit the kid hard. I did not grab him by the arm. I just gave him a pet that was forceful enough not to be actually sore. So the kid shuts up and looks really confused and sad and upset. The mother looks at me and says, how dare I do that? Well, lady, you literally used me as a thread and promised. And I did not want to make you a liar. Okay. It's kind of crazy. Like, hitting someone else's child. I know he said he didn't hit him hard. Hitting someone else's child is really kind of crazy. But I understand the frustration, because he's being annoying. Like, it probably was just a pet, as he says. It's so kind of crazy. But I'm blind in my left eye. Because if the kid was really annoying you and then the mom's like, hey, that's good. I get him low-key, and I'm afraid that I get him. I don't think it was good that like he hit the child, even though it wasn't hard. It was uncalled for. But like, hey, that's life. At the end of the day, as long as the child wasn't crying or anything, just kept quiet, and I was just like, what the hell are you to do that to me? So at the end of the day, no harm came to anybody, so I guess that was good. But yeah, I'm blind in my left eye for you. So to bring it full circle, something on the theme of university says, AITA for refusing to pay for my niece's college after she publicly humiliated me. Interesting. I'm 45 female and child-free by choice, but I've always been close to my brother, 47 male, and his daughter, Emily, 18 female. Over the years, I've saved up a decent amount of money, and I offered child pay for Emily's college when the time came. She's a small kid, and I wanted to give her opportunities I never had growing up. Everything was fine until last month. I was invited to Emily's high school graduation party, which was a big deal in our family. During the party, Emily gave a speech thanking everyone for their support. She thanked her parents, her grandparents, even her friends. Then she paused looked at me and said, and a big thanks to Aunt Me for not having kids so she could spoil me like I'm hers. Must be nice having all that extra money and no responsibilities. No. The entire room laughed and I froze. The entire room laughed. No. I could feel everyone looking at me and all I could do was smile awkwardly. I've heard jokes about being child-free before, but this felt cruel and unnecessary, especially since I've sacrificed a lot to save for a future. My brother and sister-in-law laughed too, which hurt even more. After the party, I confronted Emily privately. She rolled her eyes and said it was just a joke and I needed to lighten up. That's how you talk to your aunt? Okay. My brother brushed it off saying, teenagers can be dumb sometimes. Don't take it personally. I spent weeks thinking about this and I've decided to withdraw my offer to pay for college. I feel like she doesn't respect me or the effort I've made to support her. When I told my brother, he blew up at me, calling me selfish and accusing me of punishing Emily for one harmless joke. Emily hasn't apologized and now I question if I'm being too harsh. I feel like Emily is just taking her aunt for granted because it's nice, like, to receive at least financial help from someone that isn't your primary caretaker, from someone that isn't maybe your direct parent. It's nice to receive help from that. And Emily is just throwing it back in the aunt's face like, you have no responsibility, so you are just bullying me. Hashtag living the life. And then she tells you that, like, bro, I didn't feel right about that. You could have just said, oh sorry aunt, I just took it as this way. But she's not even apologizing. What did she say? She must lighten up.
Huh?
Is that how you speak to your aunt? That's not how you speak to your aunt, guys. That's not how you speak to her aunt. And her brother is just like brushing it off. Like, you must talk to your daughter and say, this is not how you speak to my sister. Like, this is not right. There's a certain way you must speak to adults, you know, and those in a higher position. But I would have done it out of spite. I would have been like, oh, you wanna be like that? Oops. Take out the money and then let her apologize. And it must be heartfelt. It mustn't be just because I took away the money. I feel like I understand where she's coming from. But I think overall what they need to do as a family is just sit down and be like, Emily, you're not supposed to behave this way. And yeah, they just need to resolve the issues. Like, there's so much things that just sitting down and talking to each other can solve. And I feel like this family is not taking that seriously. So just sit down and talk to each other. What does this feel like? Really, a Riatsotela episode. Jerry. Because what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I don't think you should take away the child's, like, tuition, like, if her parents can't afford it. But at the same time, little girl, respect your aunt. Respect your aunt. This just feels like it's like a glitch in the matrix. There's no way someone's life is this dramatic. No way. Like, please. But I don't think, like, she's the a-hole. I just feel like let's be rational, right? Let's be rational and, like, talk to each other. But yeah, that brings an end and a close to the AITA confessions. I hope that you like this video. Maybe I'll have more non-vlog videos eventually, but yeah, thank you for actually staying to the end of this video and for being a real one. I shall catch you on the next one. Bye.